Hey everybody, let's take a look at Shadow Box inside Zbrush4R5. It is located in the Geometry palette. Open up Shadow Box, and there is Shadow Box, Resolution, and Polish. Let's turn on Shadow Box with the sphere that we had, or have, giving us this mask of a circle, and if we rotate around we will see that the mask is circular all the way around. If we shift click to pick a side and then click and drag, our mask disappears, and now we have nothing because the mask generates our geometry. Really very exciting. So now we can create anything, any shapes or objects you want to create. So let's create, let's create a hammer. This is going to be a high-tech hammer. Okay, there's its base. And let go to create that, and then let's turn symmetry off and let's create the hammer. Hammer. Doesn't look too friendly. It looks pretty mean and horrible. I don't know. It's futuristic hammer, but it's a hammer. So if we rotate around, it created that shape based on the mask that we created. And if we rotate just a little bit, we can edit it on this side. So hold down Control, Alt to remove some of the mask. And if you let go, it shows up right there. So if we do that again, Control Alt to adjust our mask, and then we only see the results when we let go. So now our hammer is gone, disappearing. Okay, let go. Now we've got this candle thing that we can add to by adjusting our brush size and holding down Control to create another mask. Okay. Now it's turning out to be a plant. Pretty cactus person. Oh yeah, now it's a person. So hold down Control Alt. Well, you don't have to work on it like this. You can rotate around and shift click and then Control Alt and delete anything you do not want visible on the geometry that we have behind this wall. Okay, let go. And now we've got a falling person that we can create. There's his head, his arms, his legs. He's definitely falling. Now let's create some eyes. So let's adjust the brush size, draw size, and chisel out eyeballs. Okay, and a nice smile. Okay, you can barely see this because of the resolution that the shadow box has set right now. So if we turn shadow box off, we can see the geometry that we created. There is our falling man, and I don't know, I don't really care too much about that, so I'm going to turn let's delete that. Yes. Okay, so I did not expect that. Deleting that person created this lovely, beautiful star. Let's go to Lightbox, and let's start with a sphere again. And let's explore, okay, close that, open geometry. Let's explore the resolution. It is currently set to 128. So if we turn shadow box on, the mask resolution that it generates is 128. We Control Z, turn that off, and then bump this up to 320. Turn shadow box back on. It masks out everything, but Control, click and drag to delete that, and then you'll notice that that is darker because we can create more because our shadow box resolution is higher. So if we let go of that, we have more detail because of the resolution. If we turn that off, turn it back on. Sorry. Okay. Let's go back to Dynamesh. And if we turn or bump this up to all the way, 1024 resolution, and then turn shadow box on, it will take a little bit of time because shadow box is trying to calculate all the crazy geometry that is going to be possible. Okay, now we've got this masked out sphere. Let's Control click outside, and now the world is ours to conquer. So now we have symmetry on, so we can zoom in, and our shadow box resolution is really, really high. So we can silhouette draw just like this, and it creates a lot of detail behind this. Okay, if we let go and then drag around, a lot more is able to be seen because of our shadow box resolution. If we Control, click and drag to get rid of that, we can see this by just clicking once, twice, 3 times, and look at all that. That is so cool. Who likes to create silhouette drawings? You know, just scribbles on the page that eventually make something. I don't know about you, but I love doing that. And using this tool is a great way to discover things. Now, this is totally crazy. I'm not sure what we could do with this. Just to keep this crazy creation alive, let's turn shadow box off, and it gives us this crazy shape, which you could probably, those look like wings and antlers. You could use your brushes at any point in time to modify what you have. Okay, antlers, and then wings, you know, move all the way out and draw on it and change its shape and do whatever, and then decide, I don't really like that too much, so I'm going to turn Shadow Box on, which will create a mask out of the geometry that we have in this scene at the full resolution, which could either make the program crash or make this design that we have further sculpted masked out. And let's hold your breath, because it's thinking real hard, and this is the point where it could totally crash, but I'm not sure. Okay, yes. After a few minutes, it finally realized that it could work. So if we move around, this is the 3D object that we were working on. It organized everything for us, but we can now clear this mask and start from scratch. So now we have, a sphere that it creates. So now we can go over here and create another sphere, which will take the two spheres that I have in both sides, front and side views, two views, front and side, and it will create a sphere, because it has to, it's creating this shape, and then it's creating this shape, and it's combining the two. And if we create one on the bottom, let's see, shift click, it will create this shape on the bottom as well, and combine the three to make a pretty crazy whatever this is, which we can subtract the shape of it to adjust the way it creates our geometry. And look at that. Oh my goodness. Isn't that cool? What can you make? What can't you make using this tool? In the next video that I create, or one of the next videos, I'm going to show you, there are many, 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 many ways to take advantage of this system, the Shadow Box system, and I'm going to show you a few of the ways that I've discovered. Not all of them, because there are probably millions of different ways to do it, but just stay tuned, and if you like this and want to see more of this stuff, just please subscribe and like and things like that, and I would be happy to show anybody more of this amazing feature in Zbrush4R5. Control Alt, nice, which will give us a new crazy shape, and with a little bit of practice you can combine this technique and create whatever you want to. So, draw size. Let's see it. Now, what is this going to do? It's going to cut this out of the sphere that it has above. So if we it's still thinking. It needs to process. Okay, Control Z. So when this is done, now we can rotate above and see the crazy shape that was etched out of the shape that we have right here. This is really, really cool. Depending on your scene, you are limitless with just this technique or tool. You could make anything you want to using this system. Okay, that's going to add to what we have. But we have to take into account the other sides as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is going to make. But the areas where this is dark and this is dark is going to create geometry in the middle, giving us a strange shape. Right? So that's kind of weird, so Control, get rid of it. Now, brush size, just to make things a little easier. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, then big head. Okay, then slim body, and then big feet, and drawing right here takes advantage of this right here, and yeah, this is really, really cool. Wow. I hope everybody tries this and comes up with new ideas and different ways of creating things, and please keep me informed if you have any advice on how to use this. And yeah, thanks.